Alright guys, we're back. Round of 8. This is technically the second to last match because the other one I haven't finished doing yet because I'm missing a replay, but oh well. Ogre versus Solaire Club should be actually a pretty interesting series. These are probably two of the better teams in the gold division right now, with Shrek is Love definitely top 3 and Solaire Club perhaps a little bit above the average, maybe even a little bit more than that, and it's definitely looking good so far this cycle, as they both obviously won their round of 16 match, but going to be joined once again by Boarbeater, who has stepped up to the plate this week and is casting all the friggin' time with me.
Yep. Knocking them out of the park as well, right?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I've been astounded by because you'd think this guy. Well, what are you gonna get, right? But it's been impressive. I'm not saying it's been good. I'm just saying it's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, usually when you have someone that casts with you a lot, it's someone kind of, it's like a lower level co-caster, like Enthos.
Enthos or Sharkan or something like that, yeah. So, yeah. Oh well, where the hell is Enthos? He's been AFK for forever. It's unbelievable, this guy. But anyway, the draft is...
He typed something once, so...
Man, Ogre is just busting through this picking phase. They have pretty much exactly what they want to pick, but Dr. Repulsor Ophelia, the first couple of bans from Cluckmuck. Interesting they take the Repulsor out, although Noob McNoob is notable for jungling with that hero, which we saw...
That one time.
Yeah, that one time, I think, in another series. And Ophelia, they can banned out, interesting, but not that surprising. Cthulhu and Swift play from the Elborn side again. Cancer picks, get rid of them, but Legion side picking up Parasite, Magnus, and Chipper, so 3 really strong heroes, and Hellborn picking up Kraken, Rhapsody, and Tempest, 3 really strong heroes. Man, these guys are basically going down the list of who's the strongest hero in the game. Oh, let's pick that. It seems like.
So, is it confirmed that this is their first go at the draft?
I think so. I don't know.
I guess, if they're going to use extra time, then...
I mean, neither of them have used extra time, yeah, but it doesn't seem like they're thinking about, or that they're just banning random crap, which is what they would be doing if they had remade this game. I think they just sort of know what they want to ban. And speaking of that, the second banning stage also already done. Pop Master, Solat, Dragon Master, so taking out some hard carry and some versatile options there. Hellborn removing Revenant, Pharaoh, and Torture, so a little bit more support-oriented, as well as the Suicide option in the Pharaoh. Not a huge surprise there, but Glacius going to be the first pick, and Gauntlet will be the counter. This might be the fastest drafting phase I've ever seen, where I wasn't sure it's a remake.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, it's like, it's almost like... Because when you're a top team drafting, you're able to come up with a lot more different ideas to choose from, if that makes sense. Like, you don't just have... You might not have one draft set in your mind. You might have different drafts set up based on what they ban in the blind ban stage, who you're against, or what they first pick.
Right.
But these guys might be like, well, we really want to do Kraken Tempest. So we're going to do Kraken, then if there's Rhapsody, we do Rhapsody, and then if there's Tempest, we get Tempest. Yeah. Or maybe it just lined up for both teams.
Certainly. I mean, you think it would happen every so often. The hundreds and hundreds of drafts that go through every so often, there'd be one game where it's like, well, I just happened to get the picks I wanted to have in the order I wanted to have them, so I didn't really have to think about anything. It was just like, pick, ban, ban. And Ogre losing
especially,
a little bit of time.
I mean, if these guys scrim each other, then that would also be okay.
I would imagine that they do. I can't imagine that they don't do that, but yeah, both sides are using a little bit of extra time for this last pick, so reinforcing the idea that this is not, in fact, a remade game, but they're soft picking Blacksmith. I can't imagine that's going to be the selection. We did see Willowkeeper play it once, but I, again, really can't think that they're going to pick up Blacksmith because the RNG reliance is just kind of silly. But SolC going to be the last pick, and once again, that's going to go into Nox's hands, and Glacius will be for Cluck. Ogre going to play, who is it? Bunny General on Parasite. Magnus will be played by some Soccer, and Demstrats on the Chipper, one of his favorite heroes. So, no huge surprises there from the Legion team. Presumably going to be a Suicide Mag, mid Chipper, bot, Glacius, Soulstealer?
Yeah, I think so. Well,
Could be a mid-Glacius.
it could be a mag Glacius, or just a mid Glacius. Alright, I mean, yeah, sorry. Let's still look it up.
It's
JK.
possible, but Spider, last pick there for the Hellborn team, so it's been Candorf's hands. He is their carry player. And just been getting Gauntlet, who I think that's one of his favorite heroes. I know he likes to play Rally a lot too. Kraken, Army of Moms loves to play Kraken. I'm not really sold on his Kraken play, to be honest. I think I've seen some iffy stuff from him, but he does play the hero a lot. I'll definitely give him that. It's pretty much his signature hero as far as I can tell. But similar thing goes on with Demstratch on the Legion side. He loves himself some Chipper. And
Yeah. Well, I like I kind of like the thinking behind the Arachna pick, at least. So, like, Glacius Freeze, you can just take it off with Carapace.
that's true.
And then, in general, you'll have Carapace against, like, Rockets and Demon Hams and Magnus Eruption.
Yeah. I mean, until SolC gets going, this is a really, really, really heavy magical damage team, and even after that, they're going to be doing a lot of their damage in magical damage. Glacius Downpour, of course, as well. I mean, that'll stop some of that from going through.
Yeah. I also don't know how much thinking they put into it, but Gauntlet's ulti can also take off the magic buffer. Or the
Focus Blast. The Focus Buffer, yeah. Focus Blast, that's a Pokemon ability.
So that actually lets you be able to
right. Purge.
to do what you want to do. And they're doing Kong.
Yep, level 1 Kongor. They do have Gauntlet, so that'll help, but yeah, this is going to go through, actually. Kraken has taken a fair bit of damage, but I don't think he's taken a health pot yet, and they have 3 of them at least. Kraken's got 1, Gauntlet's got 1, Rhapsody's got 1. So they have 3 health pots, and it should be a successful Kong. Mortisite does get countered by Ogre, but I don't think they realize that Kongor's going down.
From what I've seen, watching HoN Tour and replays, is if a ward gets placed there, they're trying to Kong.
So Cluck perhaps a little bit unaware, maybe? I don't know. It's probably all his fault, because not only is he the captain and the drafter, but he is also the person who made us wait a bunch yesterday, so
yeah,
it's his fault. Damn it,
Monkey
Cluck.
has been spanked.
You really like yourself some monkeys, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you still have your monkey? Or did they take it away?
I don't know.
You should be able to hit F6, and if it's in the top left corner, then...
But, I mean, if I did have it, I'd be less inclined to tell you, wouldn't I?
That's true, because I am obligated to take it away.
And I know that, in America at least, I have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, but that's only if I'm arresting you.
Well, are you detaining me?
No. And top lane, Chipper actually taking a fair bit of damage, so he's going to have some issues here in this dual lane, especially because Rhapsody is... Well, Rhapsody's level 1, but Arachna already level 3.
Damn.
They intentionally split that. They
made Rhapsody leave the experience.
Yeah. So everybody else is going to hit 3 a lot faster right now. Kraken, for example, in this bottom lane is level 3, while Glacius and SolC are both level 1. And in middle lane, Gauntlet level 3, level 2 Magnus. So definitely a very favorable start for Hellborn. It's Kongor.
Chipper flexing his muscles there a little bit.
Yeah. And interesting is that they do send a Suicide Chipper. I was not really expecting that, especially because Demstratch is usually their mid player, and Yellow is usually their Suicide player, because I can't pronounce his name. It's like Soit Some Soccer. I don't get what that's supposed to be.
I'm not sure.
It's probably something in Swedish.
Yeah, it might not be English, but
I'm sure it's not
also
English.
it could also be shortened because, you know, max character
Yeah,
level.
that's true. It's people with their damn confusing names, and of course Nox, who is Horseful. For some reason, also people want to change their names and play HoN Tour under different accounts, which is frustrating to me. But just pick a name and stick to it, guys. Come on.
Well, I feel like he might have been known as Horseful before he was known as Nox.
He might. I mean, Horspool might be an older account, but he's much better known as Nox than he is as Horspool.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, today, at least, yeah.
I would say.
Well, maybe not today anymore. Maybe.
Well, top lane, Arachnid trying to chase down this Chipper. Is he gonna be able to survive the dot? Yeah, he will. 28 health, just barely. So Demstrat's getting forced out a little bit. As Rousey actually rotated to the middle lane, and so did Glacius. So what was a 1v1 has now turned into a 2v2, and I think that's going to favor Hellborn because Chipper's not going to win top against this Spider no matter what, and now Kraken's going to have a much easier time against SolStealer, although with all the souls up, he's still not going to have a great time.
And Kraken, I mean, at a certain point, maybe level 5, he should kind of YOLO.
Yeah. I think, honestly, once Kraken
Actually,
hits
I'd
6...
be doing it now.
Once Kraken hits 6, I think he gets a kill. Easy on SolStealer. And yeah, right now he's going to start to throw some stuff out. He drops the Torrent, and will hit him right in the face. That's a lot of damage. Pause goes through, but not that big a deal. Okay, so he had a mana pot, which is why he did that. He also has a token, which is probably what you're saying, because I'm a dummy.
Yeah, that's what I mean by YOLO.
And there goes the YOLO. One more auto attack. Is he going to get it? No, he's going to lose a token, but he's going to force a health pot out, and SolStealer now is not going to have enough regen. Here comes Kraken back up, looking for something. SolStealer can actually put a nice
Demon Hand cooldowns are going to come up, so he can't do this anymore.
He doesn't want to gank too much like that anymore, but now SolStealer is completely out of regen. He has 150 health, which means if he shows his face, he's going to eat a Torrent. And maybe even an ulti. And there we go, second health pot delivered, so.
Yeah, but when you're forced to buy...
Top lane, they do kill Demstrats, and in the counter, they will get the Tempest. We'll see if Magma's can get out of this. He's got the Steam Bath. I'm going to put the Rev Ward down.
Oh,
yep, Rhapsody with a big plays. And they get the double tap on the Hellborn side, so. Solaire Club off to a good start. Bottom lane, actually, Army of Bums gets caught, so.
Oh, damn.
Bet he wish he had a token.
Yeah.
Anyway. Bloodlust there does go to, who was that, Cannondorf? Yeah, who got the last hit, I think. Yeah. And that's not really what you want, but 375 GPM on this Spider seems kind of low. Like, with a Kongor kill and a Bloodlust?
Well, the thing is, like, for the kills, he had to skip creeps. Like, he's been skipping waves to, like, try to kill.
I mean, he's got 18 CS, though. Like, that's way too low. Even if you're gonna skip creep waves, I feel like you gotta have more creep kills than that.
Yeah, maybe he's messing up.
Oh, middle lane. Actually, they will manage to kill Magmus once again. Tempest coming in for the gank, and he didn't even have to use his ultimate, so. Nice jump there. FC-4 gonna go down. Will help this Tempest push the tower, and I don't think they'll get this quite yet, but they'll definitely get low. And they do have actually a cannon coming into the next wave, so if they can play this right, yeah, they will get it. This is me always thinking that they're not going to get a tower, and then they do.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
Mid lane tower will fall. Nothing that Glacius can really do about that. And nice push there from the Hellborn side, and they're taking a really early lead. I think if I'm Ogre, I'm a little scared because.
Yeah.
I mean, this Legion team too is a little early game oriented. Chipper and Parasite in particular. I mean, Parasite's still viable as the game goes on. It's just obviously he's not quite as bursty. And
yeah, and the problem is that Chipper can't really effectively land anymore.
Right. I mean, if he gets
he can rocket from really far and try, but
if he eats the spider ultimate, he's dead. So. And Tempest, in the meantime, is having a very nice time in the jungle. 350 GPM, and perhaps looking to push this top tower as well. Sort of looking for Chipper. See if you can find something with the Glacial Blast instead. Yeah, just go push, man. Convert that archer and push. There we go.
Damn, check out that Arachna aura on those elementals.
Bottom lane, actually, they do manage to kill Nox to release the Kraken. I completely missed that. Glacius could also be in some trouble.
Kraken on a Gauntlet ulted target.
Yeah, well, And actually, nice mana burn there from Parasite. And they're going to counter this with Thunder Blast as well. We'll see if they can kill the Kraken. Yep, rockets come through. That's one death. Gauntlet also going to be in some trouble. Tartos on top of the Ice Imprisonment. He's trying to chase on this Glaciers, but Glaciers left the health pot. And a couple more auto attacks should finish him off. Rockets are everywhere. Last auto is big. Glacial Blast coming onto Parasite. He's going to be in some trouble trying to get the High Creep. That's not going to happen as the Staccatos help finish him off. So they do get the one counter kill. And ends up being a 2 for 2. As Hellborn loses Gauntlet and Kraken in exchange for Parasite and Solaire, which ultimately isn't really a bad deal. But now the Legion side are looking for a little bit more. Rhapsody's still level 5, can't do much to help people. There's a Tempest Ultimate onto Solaire, but they should be able to finish off this Spider eventually. Not before they manage to kill Nox. Ends up being another death on Cluckmuck as well. And now Chipper going to have to be real careful about what he does. He's out of mana, so finally, looks like that might end. Magma's coming in off to the side. And he won't be able to engage.
I don't even know who came out on top.
Hellborn, I would say. They lost 3, took 4.
Okay.
They killed Nox twice as well. And yep, there's the Gauntlet Blast right onto Chipper. Infernal Instability, and yeah. So Demstrats, 200 gold per minute. Not having the greatest time.
Yep.
And, I mean, he can't even farm bot because they need to let that happen for SolC. Anyway, in here, in the middle lane, looks like Kraken is going to fall to the Eruption. As Parasite came in from the background. Effective use of the face hug.
Poor guy.
Yeah. This is sort of what I was talking about earlier, is I don't know if it's him or what, but Army of Mums, not the most effective Kraken player.
Oh, I mean, worth flaming is that he has a Glove of the Swift instead of a better item.
Yeah. And, like, the fact that he's got 200 gold per minute with a token and a level 1 Kongor, I feel like he should have been able to just bully that Glacius out of lane and then start to work on Solaire. He should have got a kill on Solaire, I think, too. With the token. But,
Yeah.
anyway, top lane, Arachne gonna be in some trouble as well, as here comes the gank. Nice, Rhapsody ultimate gonna save all sorts of damage. Is playing me out of here? Yep, she will. Rhapsody also might survive also. And they're gonna get the counter kill onto Chipper. Here comes the turn. Glacial Blasts are there. Lava Surge will not hit Rhapsody. That would have killed her. And finally they get a couple of kills. Glacial Manticore actually doing a double tap. Magma's gonna fall here thanks to the Spider, and now Gauntlet is gonna be in some trouble. He'll follow the auto attack. For some reason, Arachne is sticking around. I don't know why. Release the Kraken is there, puts up the Carapace, and he is actually not gonna die. Yeah, he will. That's what I was concerned about. But they will get the counter kill on the Parasite. Ends up being Glacius and Kraken, the only 2 left alive here. In the meantime, Nox was free farming the bottom lane, and I mean, like Spider, just run, man.
No, if he had more confidence in his ability to harden Carapace when Parasite was leeching, then it was fine.
Yeah,
he might just used it early.
He might have done that, yeah. I feel like Kraken would have just killed him anyway. Or the Parasite, so I don't think he was really necessary in helping to finish that kill off, but oh well, I guess he felt like he was, and a death he takes, obviously not a great thing, but Kraken has finished off Steam Boots. And I'll be looking to push this top tower down as well. Should be able to get it. The question is, are they going to get any turn kills? Yep, looks like it. Tempest can be jumped on immediately. He's absolutely screwed, but there's a counter kill onto Chipper. The rest of the Legion side is here with the ports, though, and they're looking for something more. Torrent goes onto Magmus. That'll slow him down a little bit. Energizer gets popped as well. And that'll be the end of that. And the top tower finally actually does die, as they didn't kill it initially. So
That was good play by Kraken. Most people would have just let their Rhapsody die.
That's a support. Who cares, right? No, protect your supports. It's important. Sorry, I play a lot of sports, so
yeah.
I know them feels when your teammates abandon you and you're like,
yeah, you're the only one without upgraded boots.
Supposed to be my friends. Use your Staccatos, Rhapsody. No, you're dead. And instead. We'll see if they can get the mechanic on the Parasite. Yeah, looks like they will pretty easily. Ends up being a 1-for-1. Now Magnus is hiding here, looking for the eruption, but not going to happen. It gets cancelled. Release the Kraken in the background. He's still going to die. Nice 3-man Lava Surge from Magnus. They still have this 2-man Tempest Hull, and Solber's going to be on top of that, actually not doing that much damage. Magnus will be in some trouble. He's going to fall. Chipper Saw Blades hitting people pretty damn hard. That's going to help finish off Tempest. Now Arachne with the carapace up, trying to get away. Looks like she'll be fine, as will Gauntlet as he makes his way through the river. So Legion side coming ahead on top as they take 3 and lose only the 2, and they've gotten themselves back into this game with a couple of pretty solid team fights. They're only 1,400 gold down, and they're actually 1,000 experience ahead. Gauntlet, meanwhile, has a haste rune. That was a really weird hook, and just SolC going to TP away. That's going to be it.
Damn.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you've got haste, you don't need to stun right away.
You probably don't. But maybe, maybe he figured he would have enough damage. I mean, I'm kind of surprised at how tanky that SolC is. He does have Steam Boost and a Sustainer, so I shouldn't be, but...
Yeah, they should be denying top, though. Top tower.
Yes, they should. I'm just generally not a fan of this, of baiting towers, because it feels like, at least more often than not, it just ends up with the tower dying, and then you don't even deny it. PK picked up for Gauntlet, and presumably Kraken is working on his. He's 1,000 gold away. Magnus, does he have one? He should, or relatively soon. He's got 280 gold per minute. And
Well, he's got things like bottle vestment.
yeah, and power. I mean, he's got a fair amount of build-up, so it's possible. But it seems like 400 gold is too little for him to be sitting on it 14 minutes without a portal key and 280 GPM. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Maybe you're crazy. I'm not sure.
Legion side looks like they might be grouping up for a push mid. And no, Invis Chipper instead gonna try to catch somebody out. He's only level 8 though. It's actually the lowest level, tied for the lowest level in the game, with the opposing team's hard support and Rhapsody. And
yep. But at least at level 8, he's got all of his damage there.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't.
Well, except for level 11.
Yeah, he's got level 11, and he's got 1 in Focus Buffer, so he's level 2 Tartos. Which I think does more damage, right? It helps?
No.
Apparently not. Maybe I'm just, yeah, once again, insane. Anyway, hook back onto Magnus. He will also eat the Spider Ultimate, but a nice 3-man Lava Surge is going to help clean up the Gauntlet. And Rhapsody will be able to save some damage under Arachne, but probably not enough. Yep, both of them going to die. They do manage to kill the Magnus, but it's not really good.
Yep, not really good.
Expert analysis here. And mid-tower gonna fall as well. Portal key picked up on
The
SolC.
Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
Okay.
They're in.
That's, I mean...
Well, with Magnus and SolC, you can, like, insta-kill someone.
Yes. I'm kind of
So
surprised.
be on the lookout for those plays.
I'm kind of surprised that he didn't just finish his Nullstone, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. But, Parasite has a Neophytes book. And yeah.
The Legion have destroyed a Hellborn tower.
They didn't deny the top tower, and look what happened.
Oh, man.
What a surprise, but, Parasite has a Neophytes book, as I was saying.
Yeah,
And he's
so it's
already
either a misclick or a codex.
got, yeah, so...
Or tablet, actually.
Yeah, they do have Kraken, and
I
Spider.
think that's the tablet.
That wouldn't be surprising. Although, why not Chipper? Tablet?
Because he has no money. Oh, well, he has some.
He has some money. Maybe he wants a portal key?
2 tablets.
I mean, they should have multiple tablets on the scene. They should eventually get one on Magnus probably as well. And Conquer going down for the second time. I completely missed that.
You too. Yeah, Chipper is going for Sexton.
Weird.
Yeah. If you're gonna do that, should have bought it all way before. Especially
The Legion have
because...
destroyed a Hellborn tower.
there are things that if you die, you come back sooner and stuff like that.
Brave Locket, helpful item. But Parasite gonna get chased down a little bit in this Hell Cannon. Charge actually missed. No, it wasn't even used. What are we talking about? Looked like he missed. But again, this is the problem with Parasite: is how do you stop this? He's magic immune and he's faster than you, even when you have your.
Enfeeble is gonna work on it.
Yeah. Well, he's taking a fair bit of damage actually, and I don't think he went the right way. That's gonna be a problem. He's gonna have to pop in some puzzle box, kind of with the face hug, but yeah, I'm still gonna die. He probably could have kept running down. I don't know why he went up.
I don't know, to try to juke.
Well, it was not effective. I think this Word of Rev counts as Word of Sight, but then he can't get in.
You sold his neophytes, but...
Well, that's click.
Poor guy.
It's too bad. And there's a level 2 puzzle box, so presumably that's what he bought. Yeah, this...
So there's been a 6K experience gold swing in total, like, since from before.
Yep.
Pretty crazy.
We're now at 17 to 16 hero kill advantage for the Legion team, and they're actually up in golden experience, so... I don't know, it feels like Hellborn are just kind of slowly throwing this game away. I don't know what their plan is.
Well, soon we will see a Kraken Tempest ulti combo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that's what it is, but
And Arachne's got Thunderclaw so she can do damage in the Tempest ulti.
I didn't even notice this, but Clockmuck has 300 gold per minute because he's 7, 1, and 6, and he's got a portal key.
Damn. Oh yeah, this is something that I saw earlier. There's more, but stuff I wasn't supposed to see.
Oh god, what did you see? Don't tell us, but...
Yeah, exactly. You'll see. Later.
I was more going the route of, it's Halloween, was it something scary?
No.
Not like, oh, it's just mundane HoN crap that happened because this is a replay. Anyway, we're gonna go down and try to spot out this Wild Hunter, but it's not gonna happen.
I feel like this Glacis is gonna own in this team fight.
Oh yeah. And Cluck is setting up for a big ulti. He wants it, you can tell. His bot tower is a point of contention right now. Speaking of the other support too, Rhapsody's at 224 gold per minute, so she's not doing bad either. Thunderclaw on Arachna. I love you, Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Well, I mean, need the AoE. This team needs more AoE damage.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
And honestly though, I would feel better about it if he actually had like a reasonable amount of farm. But at 364 GPM, it's gonna help him farm a little bit, I guess, so that's nice, but in general, he's just not doing all that well.
Oh, don't go too far out, Rhapsody.
Yeah. Well,
Or actually, maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he doesn't care if he gets jumped.
They want to try to counter kill this Parasite. Doesn't have any more invis, and not gonna get forced out, but there's a 2-man Lava Surge, and here comes Glacius with the portal key in the background. Lava Surge eruption going off. They finally will kill him though. It looks like just on the Gauntlet's gonna fall as well. Glacial Downpour will pretty much only finish off Tempest, so Clockmuck not doing quite as much as we hoped he would do.
Yeah.
But he is savage sick. I know, he's not even carrying his team right now. So.
The Hardened Carapace did some work though. Arachna was able to just sit in Magma's ulti and not care that much.
Of course, the rest of her team died, so
Yeah.
less effective. But anyway, Nox does finish off his. Oh, yeah, Demstron's getting caught in the bottom. Is he gonna let? Nope, he's dead.
That lightning, baby.
Anyway, Nox finishing off his Nullstone. I noticed, and he's working on Shrunken, so heavily defensive build from Soul Stealer. And I don't know. I feel like he should be going for a little bit more in terms of right click. They do have a fair bit of damage, just in terms of abilities. I feel like I'd like a little bit more right click presence.
Yeah.
And he's not. He's like way in the back, and he's got a portal key so he can get himself into a really good position. So, is Shrunken all that necessary? Like, what's he gonna lock down and prevent?
I mean, I guess he wants to be able to get into like from a really safe position into like a really wrong position.
What the hell happened to your microphone?
I don't know.
Oh, seems to be a little bit
Is
better.
it okay?
Yeah, it's fine. It's just all of a sudden it was like very strange. Sort of muffled and it's like somebody was kidnapping you, but you were so dedicated that you kept trying to cast even though you're being forced somewhere against your will. Which I approve of that relentless pursuit of perfection. Doesn't matter what's happening in my life, I'm just going to keep casting and I'm going to do it well. But yeah, it's Portal Key City on both sides. Tempest, Kraken, and Gauntlet on the Hellborn team, and Legion have Glacius, Magnus, and SolC. Wouldn't be surprised if Chipper picks one up as well. And hell, you could even see Parasite get a PK.
You could.
He wants to cancel the Tempest ultimate. But yeah, and there you go. Death on Arachna. Soul Burst gonna help finish him off. And I was actually just about to say something about Arachna, which was, well, see, look at the counter actually. Gauntlet Blast right there. On to Parasite. He's pretty damn fast though. The Loose Kraken not doing too much. He gets a nice charge back. We'll see if Parasite can survive this. Looks like no, he can't. Puzzle Box minions are out though and doing some damage. Perhaps the ult's gonna fall, so ends up being a 2-for-1. And not a bad trade at all for the Legion side as they pick off the opposing team's carry. Looks like they could also turn this into a bot tower push as well. Shrek and Head finished up by SolC. So we're seeing the heavily offensive build from Spider and the heavily defensive build from SolC, and I feel like, I don't know, Spider needs a little bit more defense. She's got 1100 health right now, and even with Vestments, she's just building. So
Get the Geo or whatever item she picks.
And that'll give her some more base health, but not going to make her all that tanky. I guess it'll dispel some stuff. Which will be nice. And if she can, if she's an amazing pro, she can pop it right where the Soul Burst goes off and avoid the damage from that. Anyway, Eruption going off in the middle lane onto Kraken. Is that even a real Kraken? Yeah, it is. In fact, he's a weird color, but looks like Magma's gonna be some trouble. Yeah, he's gonna finish off by just with the auto attack as the Rev Ward goes down. So Steam Bath not very effective. But top lane, Cluckmuck actually getting solo ulted by the Tempest. And is he gonna live? Oh. Is he gonna live? No, he's not gonna live.
Worth.
Yeah, I mean that's 455 gold, and a Savage 6 streak has ended. So
yeah. Bad payback.
Cluckmuck had a Nemesis streak going against Tempest. That's hilarious. Middle lane looks like there's going to be a jump onto Demstrats, but Parasite with the counter. In fact, going to save his friend for now. We'll see if it actually saves him for any significantly extended period of time. As it looks like it won't. Portal Key used by Gauntlet, and yeah. Enfeeble Man. Powerful skill. So, Hellborn with some stuff to help themselves get back into this game. As they were slowly and steadily falling behind, but now they have a slight experience lead, and now they don't. It's basically even. Gold has actually decreased since the last time we looked at it. It was 3k, now 2k. And a very, very even game in general.
Yep.
So, as this game goes late, too, I feel like I want to favor the Hellborn. Between Rhapsody Ultimate, Tempest Ultimate, Kraken Ultimate on top of...
I kind of do as well, but will depend on execution, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing is that when you don't have like an obvious favor for one team, it does depend so heavily on execution. Because if they don't get a Tempest Ultimate off, then that hero's really not going to do very much. So if you kill Tempest right off the bat, then the Legion are basically win a team fight. So.
I mean, look how poor Rhapsody is compared to Glacius.
She doesn't even have her Astrolabe yet, and Glacius already has a Portal Key and most of the tablet, so... Yeah, not a huge surprise there. Magma's also picking up tablet, of course. Again, expected. And I would imagine Chipper's going for a Portal Key, and then wouldn't be surprised if he also got a tablet if this game even gets that far. Getting whispered as people are like talking to me, but Kongor's back up, and has been up for a while now. They haven't really seemed interested in doing it.
Gem pickup by Rhapsody.
Gem?
Bound Eye.
This
Bounded,
guy.
bound gem.
Cluckmuck wants some revenge for that kill earlier, and he's going to help get it as they get the easy pick off onto Noob right there. Looks like they'll clean up the elementals as well. Cluck 8, 2, and 7.
Dang.
Yeah, that's a good game. Middle tower is going to be pretty heavily pressured here. Obviously, Parasite and the Hell Cannon is crushing. And I use the clip of fortification. That's not going to matter too much.
Whoa.
Beautiful hook right there onto Demstrats. Will they get the kill? Looks like they won't. Somehow, finally, Kraken finish thing off. Here comes the Eruption on top of the Solvers. And nice Rhapsody on the background, actually saving a ridiculous amount of damage. And right there, we're talking about the execution. That was slightly better execution from the Hellborn team. That Rhapsody ultimate was not stopped. And it wasn't stopped even nearly close to in time.
Yeah, that was teamfight changing ulti.
It ate the Soul Burst, it ate a lot of damage from the Eruption, and Rhapsody didn't even die. Like,
yeah, that's perfect.
that right there is why Rhapsody's the best support in the game, even though she may not be the best support in the game anymore. Dude, she did not have a good Cycle 4, and now have, Empath, Engineer, and Glacius all have higher winning percentages than Rhapsody.
Damn.
She's at 52%. After Cycle 2, I think she was at like 65%. So, in the last 2 cycles, she's averaged something like high 30s.
Now, were there teams before that weren't using Rhapsody?
No. She is the most picked hero in HoN Tour, I think. In fact, I'm entirely sure of that. I don't remember what the numbers are, but I'm sure she's the highest picked hero.
It's not that different people were picking it up and failing with it. It's just
pretty much everybody was failing with it.
Rhapsody sucks now. Invisible nerf.
Honestly, I don't think that Rhapsody sucks. I think it's just that she had a couple of fluky cycles in the same way that she had a couple of fluky cycles earlier on. I don't think she was ever as good as 65%, but I don't think she's as bad as, you know, the high 30s that she's pulling right now. It's just been...
Yeah.
I still do think she is the best support in the game. It's possible people are just, I mean, they're also figuring out ways to counter her, because you're seeing Rhapsody every single game, and so I think you see a lot more teams going, yeah, let's focus the Rhapsody, let's do stuff earlier on to shut Rhapsody down, let's pick stuff that can deal with a Rhapsody ultimate, which is, I guess, nice if you pick a Rhapsody, because your opponents are now trying to draft to counter your support hero, which leaves some bad stuff, but then again, I guess.
Then again, if that's the only reason you were going to win anyway,
right? Then it's not very helpful. So anyway, Rhapsody actually not having a bad game here. 220 GPM and 7-5 and 11. So Stand March doing just fine. It is.
So you should see what heroes the Rhapsody is against in those losses.
Yeah, that's something that I'm going to be looking at some point.
A stat-backed counter. Instead of just a heuristic, people saying this is the counter.
Yeah. I've got stuff set up in Excel that'll let me do something like that, so I just have to slightly tweak the code, and then I have to run it, and then come out with something. But yes, that's going to probably be something that is the subject of a future article, is stuff that involves hero versus heroes.
Why are you so bad now, Rhapsody?
It's a good title. I'm terrible at coming up with titles, so.
Because there used to be like the ogre factor on the Drunken Master, right?
Yeah, they were 0-10, and yeah. Speaking of ogre, I'm generally get picked off right there. He does get the puzzle box off, but really not that mega deal. Yeah, so in CIC, Ogre was 0-10 on Drunken Master, and that was something like 40% of the Drunken Master games. I think so. All other teams only played him like 15 times, 10 to 15 times. So he had a really, really crappy winning percentage, and it was largely driven by the fact that Ogre was 0-10 on that hero. And since then, he has not gotten a better winning percentage. So That's interesting, but I don't know.
So it wasn't their fault?
Apparently it wasn't. Apparently Drunken Master's not that good a hero, and we really don't see him that much anymore either. Like, even when it comes to bans, he's not taken out of the pool all that often, and he's not picked up all that often, so I think people perhaps figuring that, yeah, he's not great. Anyway, Eruption, no Eruption, just a 2-man Lava Surge. Not bad. Sawblade's not doing too much though, and Demstrat's gonna start to put some damage in. Looks like they're gonna get an easy kill on the Gauntlet. Kraken is pretty low as well. They're looking to reinitiate here. They're not really sure. Yep, there goes Kraken off to the side. Regen Rune is hanging out. Release the Kraken, not really going to do too much. Nice Rhapsody ultimate. Not actually going to be enough as he gets stunned out of it. There goes the Soul Burst. No! Immediate cancel on the Tempest ultimate, and here comes SolC with the right clicks. There's one kill onto Tempest, another kill onto Rhapsody. Pretty easy. And Ogre going to absolutely clean up here off to the side. Actually, looks like Arachne going to get picked off as well. Gets you the Ice Imprisonment and Leech. Stuns, everything coming through. Soul That was not necessary.
Genocide.
But Nox feeling greedy. He's at 650 gold per minute. Just saying.
Yeah, they got Hellborn's girls, so they're in trouble.
I think this is game. We have buybacks on Spider and Kraken, and Gauntlet's gonna be up in a second, but that's mid-range racks. It's also a bot tower, and maybe bot racks.
The Legion have destroyed
Nobody's buying back, and there's really nothing that Gauntlet can do here about this. Buyback on Kraken, buyback on Tempest. Oh, that was used way earlier, actually. So, here we go. Actually, Spider did also buy back. They will be able to kill the Magnus, and might get a counter kill on the Gauntlet. Yep, looks like Spider's going to put a whole bunch of damage in onto the Soul Stealer. Is he going to die? Yeah, he will. Obviously, no token. They didn't go finish off Kongor. The Parasite also going to be in some trouble, so they get 3 kills. And they only lose the Gauntlet, but on the other hand, 2 lanes down.
Yeah.
So,
it will be a struggle.
Probably not the trade you're looking for.
I mean, if they team fight it again like they did the last team fight, or,
Yeah.
I mean,
Not the last
if
team
it goes
fight,
like the one at Congo, then there's no way they can win.
Right. Yeah, that'd be bad. But looks like Kongor, in fact, is going to be the object of their attention.
I feel like Token needs to go on Gauntlet because he's always dying. But we'll see.
Yeah. Gauntlet or Tempest is dying a lot too. Tempest doesn't even have upgraded boots yet. Just spend the money, man.
Kongor has been slain.
Like, get plated greaves or something even.
Bananas. Kraken, you idiot. Take banana.
But yeah, that's their Kongor as well, so. Bananas on Kraken, Token on Spider. And I mean, the biggest problem is you just look at a tier 1 tower in bottom on the Legion side, and it's barely taken any damage. Like, we're 35 minutes in against a Tempest and a Rhapsody. And they still have a tier 1 tower? That's ludicrous.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to deal with that.
It's like almost full HP.
And they haven't been addressing it at all, too. It'd be one thing if like they were kept trying to do something with it, but no. And they're instead really, really interested in picking off this Glacius, who needs to be careful because, yeah, he's gonna get jumped. Run! Link! Clockmuck, good. Clockmuck's also the lowest GPM on his team because he's a loser. 289? Come on, man. You can do better than that.
Yeah.
It is kind of surprising how nobody on this Hellborn team really has bad farm, considering they only have 2 tier 1 tower kills. I mean, I guess they've killed Kongor 3 times, but
Yeah, it's gotta be what's keeping them in the gold.
I mean, Rhapsody has 230 GPM, which is really high. There's 30 CS, which isn't that high. So I guess it's just all those Kongor kills. And she is 8, 6, and 13, I guess, so having the high hero kill involvement.
Yeah.
Definitely a positive. But, I don't know. What's Hellborn going to do to get out of this game? Because it feels to me like it's basically going to require throws from Legion.
I guess kind of warden areas you're gonna fight slash push and pick up some of that gold from the towers that you haven't taken out yet. Or just turtle. I don't know, but you'll eventually lose.
I don't think turtle is going to work at this point. And they're going to get a whole bunch of damage in this bottom tower, and it will be dead.
The
So,
Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
talking about there, they finally do take that tier 1 tower out in the bottom lane. It only took them 38 minutes. It's fine. Thin of Legion jungle a little bit, but Legion, for their part, are looking to sort of push top. They got SolC up there. Perhaps trying to draw some teleports. Notable that Kraken does not have a TP. And,
yeah, he's gonna start walking.
yeah. Actually, if Legion had taken that fight right there and they'd just gone all in on the base, I think they would have had Rax, because Kraken can't get there in time and they can't fight without him. Instead, they're going to draw a couple of teleports. I don't know if they saw whether or not Kraken had a TP, but if they didn't, then it's too bad. Could have been a big opportunity. So, warding situation from Legion side, obviously very aggressive. Top lane, got a ward up deep in the lane. We also got one in the base and one in the middle lane, as well as a Rev ward here on the Ancients and a Rev ward to perhaps spot Kong wards. Hellborn a little bit more defensive. I have one in bot river and one in top river. So, not too much vision in their own jungle.
Yeah.
So, not going to be the most safe farm anywhere. They do have token on Arachna, so perhaps don't have to be the most concerned about that. But here's the problem. I mean, they're trying to push middle lane. They're doing a good job, but bot's going to push in the meantime. So, if they want to take something, they have to be real quick about it. I mean, Spider does hit hard. That tower's fallen.
Yeah.
It's gonna die.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
Are they gonna
Token's
keep
got
pushing?
25 on it.
Yeah, they got to. So they're just gonna wait out this token. And I don't think Arachna's gonna die. Even with the tower aggro coming through. Stop backing off, Arachna. 8, 7, 6. Now, okay, now she's just suiciding herself, so she says thank you, but actually that could be bad. She's gonna come back up with a sheep stick. Nice Rhapsody ultimate will save her. She'll get right out of there. Here comes the Eruption, though, onto a whole bunch, and immediate death onto both Kraken and Rhapsody. Finally, the Tempest ultimate is canceled by the face hug. There goes Kendor from the Spider, so that's real bad. That's real bad. Oh, that's game.
Genocide.
I cannot imagine that they can come back from this. Yeah, there goes a CC.
Defeat.
Kraken didn't even actually use
Legion
bananas,
wins.
so. Oh well. That was interesting. It's often said, level 1 Kongor, you should never lose the game, and that's probably true. Felt like Solaire Club had some opportunities there to win that, and they just got up to a really good lead. They had some nice lanes, and then they very slowly and begrudgingly gave ground to Ogre, who eventually proved to be the better team in the end. But yeah, you got final thoughts there, Bor?
Yeah, it was a good game. I mean, I guess that kind of describes it in general. They had trouble. There were no big ultis, you know, big Tempest ultis. I guess they were spread all the time.
Yeah. Well, I took away all your thunder there, didn't I? But anyway, I'll do it here for game
That's okay.
1, and we'll move on to game 2 in just a moment.